So the first thing to do with a digital kit is to print the sheets that you're going to want to use in your project. I've selected 6 of the image pages from the Vintage Queen Bee collection for the purpose of this video. So here they are. And then in this collection there was also a cover image as an option, and so I printed this one on a different paper that has a bit of a texture to it, and an inside cover image as well. One thing you can do with your digital images is you can print them on both sides of your paper. So for example, if you wanted to print this image on one side and this one on the other, then you need to understand your printer and how you feed your pages in and how to flip them over and put them back into the paper tray. So this varies depending on the printer model and brand that you have. So in a lot of cases you would print this way and your image would come out like that. So you would simply have to flip your sheet over this way and your image would come out the right way. Now in this case, what I did was I printed a very light coffee stained pattern that has lines on it. And that's what I wanted on the back side of my pages. And this digital image is actually available on my blog, and the link is below as well. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do I get my front image to print exactly in the same position as the back, so that when you're trimming your image that you're not left with any white space that you didn't want? Well, that's a printer issue that has to do with the little the wheels that pull your paper in. So I actually have a few printers, and one of them just does not want to print evenly on the front and back. And one of the quick fixes that I end up doing sometimes when I do want double-sided pages is, if there is a gap somewhere on the top or bottom or the sides, I just use a little bit of washi tape or some lace or you know, some ink of some kind, and I just cover that up and I fix it to make it work. Now that our digital images are printed, it's time to pick out some extra paper to go into your journal. So here are examples of things that you can use. You can use envelopes, you can use note cards, book paper, and these have been taken out of the bound book in 2 pieces, so that's a really nice, easy way to use them back into another journal because they're already double-sided and ready to go. Another greeting card, a little paper bag, and this one I'll be cutting the bottom off as well, so that when it's folded there'll be a pocket on this side and a pocket on that side. Some more book paper. This is dictionary paper. Some ledger pages. And I've just distressed them slightly with a little bit of ink sprays that I sprayed on a craft mat, and then I just smushed my page around like this with a bit of water and ink spray. This is just some plain cardstock. I did the same thing with a craft mat and some ink. I crumpled up my paper and then flattened it to dry. And some more ledger paper. So what you're getting in this type of journal is a combination of some digital images that you've printed and some junk